So welcome back to my channel and welcome to Unpack with me for vacation. We are leaving in less than 12 hours. We are going to the Poconos and it is going to be COBA's first vacation. So we're going to do a bunch of hiking, we're going to do a train ride. We have a whole list of things that we have planned to do. So it's Thursday, I'm working on my to-do list. I got my husband's card all done. I have our vacation outline started. I have everything printed out for different options of things that we are planning to do. And then I just have a photo printed out of the area so that way I can mark each place so we can plan out what is the best course of action. And I also went on Etsy and I printed out all of these cards for just something fun for us to do together. I feel like I've been cutting these out forever. There's, I think, 264 of them, and it was 24 pages long. Every day, my plan is that we'll pull one out and we'll do it. And if for some reason we can't do it that day, we will add it into what we do over the weekend together. And then I wanted to find a cute tin to put all these in, but I really couldn't find anything, so this was like the next best thing I found. Look at COBA just standing there hanging out. Do you girls think that you're getting something? Are you ready to go on vacation tomorrow? Are you excited? Oh my goodness, look how pretty you is. Oh my goodness, hi baby. Okay, so I just went through the list. I just basically numbered everything, and then the corresponding area where it is on the map, I just put the number there by looking it up on Google Maps. I just ended up color coding everything so that way it was even easier for us to plan out what we are going to do for each particular day. And then it is our 13-year anniversary, so I got the big 13 balloons for us to take pictures with. I have our suitcases out. I'm going to pack, starting with the girls' list of things to pack. I don't even know if this honestly will be big enough or not. First thing on the list is their Easy Walk harnesses. Leashes, I'm just gonna take their Wild One ones. Food and water dishes, I also have to wait for that. Food, I'm gonna wait for that to the very end because they're gonna freak out if they can just smell their food. Treats, I have their anniversary cake for mine and my husband's anniversary, so that will be their treat. Poop bags, you can never have too many. Their emergency kit, you got everything all in here. Booklet, gauze, anything you can think of. Towels, accident spray, blankets, their puppies, I can't pack that because we still have to go to bed tonight. Their backpack, go water dish, I can do both of those. COBA, honey. The to-go water dish is already attached. I have poop bags in here. I have the bark collar. I have a new toy, a towel, a ball, another ball, and I have both of their long leads. I already got those all rolled up. Next we have collars with ID. So these are actually the collars that they have on that I want them to take. Paper towels, shampoo, brush, toothbrushes, toothpaste, can't bring that yet. Protection, wipes, paw cleaners, life jackets. So I need 6 pairs of socks, underwear, and medications, bras. So it's probably gonna look like I'm wearing the same pair of shorts the entire vacation. I found these shorts on Amazon. I'm so obsessed with them. I have like 6 pairs. They're all the same thing, but they have the pockets on the side, my keys, my phone, my chapstick. All right, so I got 6 tops, got pajamas, my raincoat. We finished up packing and then we were ready for the road. So this was COBA's first long car ride. It was almost 6 hours long, and luckily she did great with it. Obviously I had to give her medicine to get that far, but we just did a lot of stops. They took a lot of naps, got a lot of sniffies. It was really good. We actually stayed just a couple miles away from Kalahari, so that was kind of cool. And we ended up being really happy with our Airbnb. So it was at the very end of a road, which was nice. We definitely had privacy, but we weren't completely alone, so that was also nice. I'm not sure why, but in the Poconos, like, everybody has this big lump in their yard for some reason. But yeah, it was nice. It was really cute, and we really enjoyed having the big deck, the big yard. We had plenty of space for just the 4 of us. there were tons of deer, which we're used to deer where we live, but like you could not leave the house ever without coming across a deer down here. You really had to pay attention whenever you were driving. This whole deck was closed in, which was really nice because we were able to just let the girls run out and play and hang out without actually having to worry about them getting off of the porch. This is the front door where we came in most of the time. Just a little entryway area here. This is where we just kept our leashes and harnesses, where we kept our shoes. They decorated it pretty well. It was pretty cute overall. There's 2 bathrooms. This is the downstairs one. Basically anything that you could ever need, it was like already there, so that was super convenient. This is the downstairs bedroom. This is the one that we stayed in, all 4 of us, just because there is no air conditioning in this Airbnb, so that was like the only negative to this, is it got really hot, so we just had 2 fans in our room like all night long trying to keep us alive. And then this is the living room, dining room, and kitchen area. It's all like one big open spot, so that was kind of nice. If I was like cooking or anything, we were all still basically together the whole time. Like I said, we were really happy with this setup. And then upstairs there are 2 more bedrooms, a bathroom, and then this little like balcony area where we actually watched Love Island every night because Love Island season 3 was going on, and obviously we did not want to miss any of the episodes. We were both big fans. So going up here, again, the rooms are really cute. It was so freaking hot that there was no way we were going to be able to stay upstairs. And this is the other fan we ended up taking downstairs, so that way we were able to keep it a little bit more cool while we were sleeping. This is the upstairs bathroom. The toilet was black, which I thought was kind of cool, very different. And this is just like overlooking the first floor, the big fan, which was nice. We never turned it off. And then this balcony area was so freaking cute. We just like loved this little section of the house. We thought it was really nice, and like I said, we did actually spend a decent amount of time here. And yeah, that's basically it. That is the little tour of our Airbnb. So on our trip, because we brought the girls with us, a lot of it was hiking, and the first place that we went was Bushkill Falls. And oh my goodness, it was so freaking beautiful. It's known as the Niagara of Pennsylvania for a reason. We got there super early, so we got a great parking spot, and there wasn't a million people there already. This is privately owned, so you do have to pay for admission to get in. It's expensive, but in my opinion, totally worth it. They keep it very well maintained and very easy to navigate your way through the different trails. Scenery here was just literally so beautiful. We all just like fell in love with it. It was so nice. And there's a lot of other things to do here too. Obviously we didn't do these things because we had the girls with us, but there's like so many little gift shops. There's shopping, there's food, there's sweets, there's mining for gemstones, there's paddle boats, there's fishing, playground areas, picnic pavilions, a mining maze. There's so many things that you could do with a family here. In total, they have 8 waterfalls, and it's about 2 miles worth of hiking. It is pretty steep in a couple of areas, definitely a few challenging spots, but overall, like I said, it is totally worth it. The red trail on this was actually partially closed, so we weren't able to see all of it, but we were able to still see the majority of it and then just kind of hike our way back. It was a little tight in a couple areas when you were trying to walk around people. Like the longer we were there, obviously the more and more people that were there. So out of all these places, I would highly recommend to go see this. Just keep in mind to try to get there early, so that way you're not hounded by crowds of people, like especially at the main falls, because that's the big waterfall, that's the main attraction, and it's by far the easiest one to get to. So everyone just kind of boards around in that same spot. We were done hiking, my husband went into the gift shop and got us a shot glass. Whenever we go new places, we always try to get a shot glass for our memories. Once we finished up there, we ended up going to Big Pocono State Park, which was a very different experience and also just so beautiful. So you basically just drive up to the top of this hill and there's a big parking lot, lots of places to park. You can just sit there, have a picnic, have lunch, hang out, whatever, and then just drive back down. Like you really don't even have to hike anywhere to get a really nice view. You can see 3 states from the top of this mountain. So you see Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. By this time it was around lunch, so we ended up feeding the girls lunch and taking a little break for them to go potty and rest for a second before we started hiking in this park. Trails here were not as nice. They were very rocky. You really had to pay attention to where you're going the entire time. There were quite a few little spots where you can just step out and look at different overlooks. There were a lot of big trees. It was kind of overgrown in a few areas, which kind of stunk because it really messed up the view. But especially, I'm sure in the fall, like this is absolutely gorgeous. We did the main Indian trail and then just a couple little ones aside from that one. This was my husband's favorite park that we went to. It was just a really nice, different experience. And there's a bunch of different parking lots. So if one's really crowded, there's probably another area where you can go that's a little bit more secluded. As we were coming down the mountain, I realized that we were right next to Camelback Mountain Adventures, which also looked like a super cool place to bring your family. There's like all these water parks and all these outdoor adventures, like never-ending fun things to do. The next day, we drove by Pocono Raceway, which was really cool, and we went to Lehigh Gorge State Park. Originally, it brought us to a place that was closed, so then we had to go to a totally new location, which it was awful to find, but all the roads were red, which was really interesting. There's this super long trail. We found Buttermilk Falls, which was a really pretty waterfall, and all the rest of the trails basically are just for avid hikers, so there's not even like exact locations on how to get to them. So we ended up not doing a whole lot here. I was honestly really disappointed by how not easily marked things were. Like you'd type something into the GPS, but it brought you to not the right place. We made the best of it. We made it work. We still had a lot of fun. There was a ton of people that were whitewater rafting here. There's a lot of whitewater rafting in general down here. So you basically park at the top of the hill, then you have to walk to the bottom of the hill, and then you can get on this super long trail that's like I think 26 miles long. And then we ended up going to Hickory Run State Park in Boulder Field. At this point, we were getting around lunchtime, so we stopped to feed the girls lunch. We went to Boulder Field first, which was really cool, actually. It's about 400 feet by 1,800 feet, and it's remained like this relatively unchanged for more than 20,000 years. Some of the boulders can measure as long as 26 feet long. Obviously, we didn't go too far out because we have the dogs, and like, unless you're looking for a broken ankle, this is just not the place. You obviously have to be super careful. Honestly, we got really frustrated with this park as well. Like, it was super difficult to find anything, find the trails, whatever. So we ended up going on the All Trails app and looking up trails near us that had some pretty good ratings, and we came across Hawk Falls Trail. So we hiked down there. It was really pretty, but it was a pretty easy hike. It was just under a mile, and it's right off of the main road, so there's a ton of people there, and I can't stand hordes of people, so we weren't really able to get a good view or anything of it, and just the crowds were making me so irritated. So we didn't stay very long, but it was still pretty, and I'm still glad that we went. Walking down there, it was really cool because I felt like we were like in Costa Rica or something. Like we were some like really cool tropical place, but really we're just in Pennsylvania. Honestly, at this point, we had just spent so much time driving around trying to find things. We were just really frustrated and kind of burnt out, worn out for the day, so we just went back to the cabin and hung out with the girls there. And it's super cute because when COBA rides in the car, she looks like she's on a school bus. So I had to get a video of that to show you guys. The next day, we got up early to get to the Country Junction, which is the world's largest general store, and we wanted to make sure that we got there as soon as it opened, just so that way there wasn't crowds of people. This was a really awesome experience just overall, and it is dog friendly, which makes it that much better. But this place is huge. Like, they have a petting zoo, they have bowling, arcades, laser tags, Nerf wars, so you could definitely spend a good amount of time here. They have parties here. Obviously, there's some sections that are closed off from being able to allow pets. But when we got in the store, it was really neat because everything was like Wizard of Oz themed. So as you walk through the store, every section of the store is a different theme. So there's like a theme for jam, a theme for candles, a theme for outdoor, a theme for furniture. And every little section has like a different piece of the Wizard of Oz story. So as you're walking through the store, the music is playing. Even if you're not going there to get anything, just going in there and walking through it all was such a really neat experience. The store literally had anything that you possibly could need, they had it. Our train ride wasn't until 1, so we had a little bit of time to kill still. So we ended up going and finding the Sawmill Trail, and we did that. And this was actually a really fun little trail, and I got a bug in each of my eyes, which was not a fun time, but it was really pretty, and there was no one there, which was literally the best part. Once we finished up this trail, it was lunchtime, so the girls had some lunch before we had to get back over across town to Jim Thorpe, so that way we could get on the train. So we did the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway. We did a train ride, which was really, really cool. It's a 70-minute ride, and you go about 16 miles round trip, so you go 8 miles out and then you come back the same way that you went out. And this is dog friendly, which again is so awesome. We did the open air cart just because we wanted the caboose, but the caboose was already booked, unfortunately. But it was really fun. It was really good. There was 3 other dogs in our cart alone on the train, so there was quite a few dogs. Everyone was really nice about it for the most part. Obviously, the girls loved it because everyone was looking at them and oohing and awing, and they get a lot of attention, so they really enjoyed that. Every single ceiling in the carts are painted, which I thought was really pretty. They were a little nervous on the train at first, but I feel like they warmed up to it pretty quickly, and I was very impressed by how well behaved they were. For your tickets, they give you these really cute souvenir tickets, which I think is super cool. And whenever you get on the train, the people come around your car and they rip off the bottom of your ticket. The whole ride, there is a guy on the loudspeaker who is just kind of giving you a scenic tour, telling you what's around, the history. And there's also a person in every single cart that goes around and tells you little things to look at or little things to know, can answer any questions that you have. After the train, we went to Beltzville State Park and we found the Christmas Trail,
which was like the main one we wanted to do anyways. It was just over 5 miles long. We basically just hiked around this big lake and saw some pretty waterfalls, but unfortunately like the scenery was pretty grown over and there was like logs and stuff in the way, so we didn't really get a good view, but it was still just a nice, good distant hike to finish out our vacation.
Okay, say bye-byes.
Then it was time to leave and come back home. On our way out, of course, we saw another deer. The girls were so fascinated by them. It was so cute to watch. And then we ended up going to one of our favorite restaurants on the way home. We both haven't had it in years. We got our fix in and it was totally worth going out of our way for. Then of course we had to go to the fair. We watched a couple acts. This guy, by the way, is one of 4 or I think one of 5 people in the entire world that is able to do that. That's our Poconos vacation 13-year anniversary trip, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching and coming along with us. Make sure that you like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And as always, we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!